Typical, the redhead girl said. She looked out of the window, noticing the clear raindrops falling from the smoke-gray clouds. Ichigo! Cried the angry voice of a man. Get back to work. Ichigo rolled her eyes at him and continued sweeping the floor. Just 20 more minutes of this hell and I am out of here. Ichigo thought angrily. I say it is unfair that we have to work in the rain. Ryou, the soft, shy voice of a girl with green hair said to the man. Please don't be harsh with her. Ryou looked into her desperate eyes and blushed. Fine, she sighed. All right, work's over. Get home now. Ichigo, Mint, Sakura pudding, and Lettuce headed towards the door. All except you, Lettuce, Ryou said, grabbing her shoulder. Lettuce stopped and blushed. She looked into the soft eyes of Ryou as he smiled at her. Is he smiling at me? She blushed harder. Ryou turned Lettuce around and placed both of his hands on her shoulders. He began pulling her closer, closer, until their foreheads touched. Lettuce's grew a bright red. See, Lettuce had strong feelings for Ryou, and never loved a guy as much as she did Ryou. Actually, she was the first man she ever loved, but she didn't know if he liked her back, or if he even liked her at all. But now, this, Lettuce, he wrapped his arms around her. I have never felt this close to a girl, until now. He reached out to her face and grabbed her glasses. He untied her hairbands, and her long, green hair fell. There, he smiled at her. You should try looking like this more often. It suits you. Ryou grabbed her face gently, pulled her in, and kissed her lightly on the lips. Lettuce looked at him with wide eyes. She couldn't resist his kiss. His lips were sweet like sugar and soft like clouds and so kissable. Lettuce stopped resisting. She closed her eyes and let Ryou do what he wanted. She felt him lower his arms to her waist. Lettuce wrapped her arms around Ryu's neck. Finally, the two pulled away. Ryou smiled. I guess we'll see you tomorrow, Ryou. Guess so. Lettuce headed for the door. Oh, and Lettuce. She turned around. Ryou walked up to her and kissed her cheek. I love you, Lettuce. She blushed. She opened her mouth and said, I think I love you too, Ryou. She smiled and walked out of the door.